Morning, kitty. Morning, Cobra. Cobra? What the hell? Mom? Mom? What the hell?
Creepy method that keeps sneaking into the apartment and sleeping in the dryer?
How the hell did this get here? Oh, well, it's kind of nice. I wonder if...
Don't even think about it.
Who said that?
I'm your brain genius. Well, the smart half anyway. Do not touch that music box. Ah, come on, it's cool. Shut up, fun side. It could be dangerous, but it could be worth something. What does that have to do with anything? We're broke. If we sell this thing, we could finally have some cash in our pockets again. Dude, we could afford tacos again. Oh.
Tacos.
Would you stop thinking with your stomach? Hey, leave me out of this. Sorry, stomach. Look, everyone we know disappeared, the room went dark, and now there's a music box that came out of nowhere playing in the middle of the kitchen. Are you really going to risk messing with this thing for fucking tacos? Well, ask a stupid question. Hey, for the chance of tacos, totally worth it. Says you. You don't have to deal with the cholesterol. Heart? How the hell did you get up here? I took the stairs. Most exercise I've had in months. Wait, if you're here, who's pumping blood to the rest of the body? Shit!
What the hell is wrong with you? That could have killed me!
Silence, mortal! You have tampered with my music box. Now you must pay!
Okay, and let me guess. You're going to make me pay by reviewing a video game.
What? How did you know that?
The inside of your music box looks exactly like my review room.
Oh.
Yeah. So what's the game?
Behold!
Mario the Music Box, a free RPG Maker game released in 2014. For those who aren't familiar with RPG Maker, it's a program that, as the name implies, allows you to make your own RPG-style games with either your own assets or some that you can purchase from a storefront. It's one of those programs you would get the free trial of thinking, I'm going to use this to make super awesome games! Then you realize you have no idea how it works, so you look up a YouTube tutorial, but then you see it's like 20 minutes long, so you put it off, and eventually the trial expires, so you just say screw it and go back to your porn.
Not that I would know.
But thanks to people who actually learned how to use the program, we got quite a few unique games, particularly in the world of horror. Games like Yume Nikki, Ebe, Dreaming Mary, and of course, Mario the Music Box.
And yes, this is a Mario horror game. And it's good. Let's get this started.
But first, a quick word of caution.
This game has multiple depictions of murder, suicide, and has a lot of gore that I'll have to show at least a little bit of later on in order to illustrate a couple of points. So if you're sensitive to stuff like that, you probably don't want to continue with this video. And you definitely don't want to check out the game. But if you're okay with or enjoy stuff like that, then away we go!
Now this game is something special for a multitude of reasons. Let's start off with the story. Mario, Luigi, and the princess are going to investigate an abandoned house on the outskirts of the Mushroom Kingdom. Apparently, the owners all disappeared, and anyone who's attempted to investigate the home since has gone missing as well. Mario, afraid that Luigi or the princess could get hurt, decides to go to the house alone and conduct his own investigation. After breaking into the house by learning one of the core mechanics of the game, tapping repeatedly on the spacebar, more on that later, Mario examines the only lit room in the house and finds the titular music box as well as a lantern. He tries to leave, taking the music box with him, only to find that the door has completely disappeared, trapping him in the house. Now Mario has to venture through the house, discover what truly happened behind these walls, and make his escape.
Oh, and ghosts. Nope. Nope, 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 no. I can't leave this room, can I?
Nope.
Right. Well, back to the game then.
Later on in the game, Mario begins to become influenced by the spirits in the house, even becoming possessed by one of them. Shortly after, Luigi shows up looking for Mario, and we take control of him to help him search the house.
Oh, and ghosts.
Hey, come on!
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
After we encounter a few more spirits and gather some info on the house's original owners, we once again gain control of Mario and get introduced to our new friend Ryba. Ryba? Reba? I don't know, I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm gonna say Ryba since that's what I called him on my first playthrough. So we meet Ryba, who's apparently conducting his own investigation of the house, that even though we're banging the ruler of what is seemingly the only society within miles of this house, we know nothing about, and that totally isn't suspicious at all. And shortly after, take control of him to find a board so we can cross a gap to get to the next section of the game. That reminds me. Save. Everywhere. All the time. Every time something important happens, save. Every time you access a new area, save. Been 5 minutes since your last save? Save. Save, 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 save. It might seem excessive, but with this game, you have to explore everything, everywhere, and there is always a risk of instant death. It's already frustrating enough that you have to keep loading up an old save whenever you get stuck in the game. You have no idea how long it took me to figure out you have to turn around and lock the door behind you before hiding in this room. But at least once you figure it out, it's easy to get back into the game's atmosphere and you swiftly forget about the frustration you just experienced. But I highly doubt that'll be the case if you have to start from more than a few minutes back. So save now, thank me later. Anyway, we get the board as Ryba, cross into a new section of the game, then this happens.
Nope. 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 The door's painted on. Who the hell makes a painted on door?
I know I'm barely skimming over the story here, but it gets so complex later that I can't really go into depth without this video being 20 minutes of nothing but plot. That, and I really don't want to spoil too much. I'll wrap up with a few story notes in a moment, since I feel you have to understand a few things before I finish with the plot, but for now, let's move on to the graphics. Oh my god, this game is pretty. Just the sprite work and area design is great, especially for an RPG Maker game. But these aren't what you'll be seeing for most of the game. The main visual here are these illustrations. When you interact with certain objects or anything important happens, we're treated to a series of illustrations to convey what happens, sort of like an animatic. And my god, they are gorgeous. Especially when you consider that there are 225 original illustrations in this game, and they were all done by one woman who also happens to be one of the game's lead developers.
I mean, look at this! Look at this! Look at these! These have nothing to do with the game. These are just paintings I did in my spare time. But look at these!
In fact, since I mentioned the developers, I should probably mention the fact that the game's developer, RE Games, is a husband and wife team. It's just the two of them and occasionally some friends. The game's sound design, however, lacks in comparison. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. The sound effects and ambient noise used are just very basic. They do their job of establishing the dark and depressing atmosphere in which the game takes place, which for a horror game is key, but it's nothing impressive like the art, especially since there is almost no music present. Well, at least on regular gameplay. The music is mostly reserved for cutscenes and action sequences, but for the meat of the game, it's just the creak of an old house and your hollow footsteps.
Which, now that I say it out loud, may have actually been a good design choice.
However, when the game does use music, it's pretty damn good. It's all existing arrangements and songs as far as I know, but they do the trick in making some of the more emotional elements of the story hit home, which is probably why it's reserved for more important segments. The best piece of music in this game for me, hands down, is the opening music video. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, before you start the game, you're given an option to watch an intro music video.
Nice, is how you intro
Now, onto what I think is the most important part of this game. Its origin. On the developer's website, there's an FAQ page where a question I'm sure a lot of you have been asking is listed. Why make such a gory game? The answer? Depression. The game's lead designer, Jessica Marie, battled depression for years. Constant thoughts of suicide and horrible images flooded her head, but instead of letting it destroy her, she channeled it into something creative. The world of Mario the Music Box. Of course, it wasn't the version she wound up releasing. She never intended the game to go public at all, as a matter of fact. But after suggestions and help from her husband David as well as some of their friends, she wound up touching up and finishing the game, giving us this wonderful final product. And this is why I love this game. Later in the game, we see horrid depictions of murder of all types, suicide, and we go from learning that there was a murderer living in this house to a woman's struggle with mental illness and desperation to survive the unsurvivable. It's an amazing story and a great game. But at the end of the day, I love this game so much because I, as well as most creative minds I'm sure, have been there.
Now, this next part of the review is going to get a little personal, so if you don't want to stick around for that, I'll just put an annotation here to link you to the end of the video. Now, I'm going to try and not get into too much detail due to the facts that 1, I don't want to make this video about me, and 2, well, some of the people I deem most responsible for my depression watch these videos, and I'm kind of afraid of what they'll do if they find out I'm talking about them like this. But to make a long story short, when I was around 14, family issues were abundant. Couple that together with a couple other stressful elements and losing trust in somebody that a boy that age should be able to trust more than anyone in the world, and, well, I suffered what was essentially a mental breakdown.
Mario the Music Box is a great game. What it lacks in gameplay, it more than makes up for in a deep and engrossing storyline. Not to mention, it has a fair bit of replayability in the fact that it has 5 different endings depending on how much you learn about the house and what spirits you can lay to rest there. Most importantly, it's part of somebody's soul. A part that I can relate to and appreciate. So thank you, Team Ari, for the game and the heart behind it. I highly recommend this game, though I should probably mention it's a bit on the short side. If you go for the easiest ending, you can beat it in about an hour and a half, less if you've played through before and know what you're doing. But if you go for the true ending, you can expect about 3 to 4 hours, which is pretty good considering the game is free. And even if you don't like narrative-heavy adventures, I encourage you to at least try this game. Again, it's free, so you have nothing to lose. And if you do like them, you'll have a hell of a time, I promise.
Alright. I reviewed your game. Can I go home now?
Of course, but first we'll have to get you woken up.
What?
Wake up.
What's going on?
Wake up.
No, we are not ending the review like this!
Wake up.
Ah! Oh, it's just a dream? It's a cop-out, isn't it? Still, the review wasn't half bad. I should write some of that down later.
Can we get those tacos first?
Ah!
Shut up and get us tacos!
Okay.